Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Brony Show. We are on episode. Okay, I didn't plan for that. I'm sorry. Drink of water. We are on episode 650 as I suddenly cough up my lung. And I'm your host here to bring you the Brony community for this week. And the start and the last month of the year. I am Circuit Main. But it's not just me who's here to talk about ponies and all sorts of random shenanigans involved therein. We are joined by a wonderful group of panelists who will also be doing the same. Or at least there and abouts. We try to keep it laying down, but let's face it, the train we're on has no rails. Or clue. Or options. Or ideas. We're just kinda here. But we're enjoying it. We got DM21.
Man, Sonic Crossworld, Racing Crossworld is 30% off. Ooh, Hearts of Iron 4 is for 70% off.
Huh.
Sounds like a fun time.
Oh yeah, it is. But it is kind of like Black Friday sales for a bunch of things.
It's Cyber Monday.
But it's a little bit of it's the same thing really. And we got Textalion.
Hey.
We are also joined by Tokoi.
I break people's minds.
And also from the Otaku Ascended, we have Suki.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, and of course we are here to bring you the Brony community for this week, as I mentioned. And as I also mentioned, this is literally the day 1 of December. So, at this time, the Brony Show would like to officially lift the restrictions. The apple pie, the apple crumbles must be set to rest. The pumpkin pie is put in the fridge. Turkeys have been eaten. Hams have been hammed away. Unless you're saving it for later, because it also works for Christmas. Because it is now the official winter holiday season. And now we will go ahead and allow to decorate the tree, string up the lights, and also I want to remind everybody that we must celebrate this holiday by remembering the great icon of the holiday, the one thing that unites us all in love and friendship. We of course are talking about Fruitcake Man. We gotta remember. We always have to remember Fruitcake Man. He loves the children, but he feels nothing. Fruitcake Man, the icon of the holidays. A wonderful, wonderful creature. Not a human being. Half man, half fruitcake. Has anybody ever actually eaten a fruitcake? I gotta throw that out there because it's kind of got me curious.
I don't think I've ever had a proper
once,
fruitcake.
but it would have been.
Yeah, see,
like
no,
nobody
has anybody actually had one. I am actually genuinely curious now because that's kind of funny, isn't it?
I think I had one when I was a little kid, but I can't quite remember it.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing for me too. Is that it's like I think if I did it, maybe it was like one time when one of my grandparents maybe got one.
Yeah,
at some point, but yeah.
Yeah, it dawned on me a few years ago, like I never, that I can recall, ever had a fruitcake. And I kind of want to actually make a traditional one and try it out. Not the store-bought ones, not those bricks that they give you and they call it fruitcake. That's about as much of a fruitcake as the freaking weird cake, the hostess cakes are to actual cakes. They are not, let's face it.
Again, it's one of those things of I think as a culture we've been not conditioned but advertised that fruitcakes are bad. Okay.
Well, I mean, as a culture, they get knocked on, but it's kind of I think it's also because, admittedly, if you buy them from the store, they tend to be pretty bad. But I don't know. I actually do not know. So that's something I want to. Now that I'm actually talking more about it, I'm gonna have to look into that this year. I want to make a fruitcake, and I actually want to try a real fruitcake. But anyway, Fruitcake Man.
One for Christmas years ago.
Celebrate the
I
Fruitcake
don't remember
Man.
what it tasted like, but people said it's overly sweet.
it does tend to be overly sweet because I mean they put a bunch of dried fruits in it. I believe. At least I believe that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know.
Candied fruits, I believe.
They've only were seen. In all honesty, the negativity around fruitcakes was mostly around like sitcoms and cartoons from the '90s. Like me and Suki would probably be a little more familiar with it. It was like the common punchline that you would get the annual fruitcake that was actually the same one that they've had for 10 years that they keep giving to somebody else or they use it as a
A couple
doorstop.
of shows, the Red Green Show used them to fill in potholes.
Yeah, they just make
Yeah.
jokes about how terrible it is, but
Yeah, like I mean, there's that. I mean, there are communities that do joke competitions with it too. Like there's literally, I know there's a town in America somewhere where there's literally a fruitcake throwing competition.
yeah. So now it's got me intensely curious. I'm gonna Coal Dust. I might need your help on this one a little bit. You tend to know baking better than I do.
Earliest recipe from ancient Rome lists pomegranate seeds, pine nuts, and raisins
That doesn't sound
mixed
too
into a
bad.
barley mash.
That doesn't sound too
I
bad.
may have to
really.
look for a keto version of that.
Yeah, actually,
yeah.
hold on, Kelsakai. One that is actually a really awesome deal for 2 digital games that really need to get distributed anywhere else but the 360. So yeah, if you have, I'm not gonna get an Xbox anytime soon. Let's face it, but I do have the
I
physical
lie.
copies. But yes, Kelsakai, that was Rocco's Modern Life. That was he got it nailed on the head. That was Rocco's Modern Life. Yeah.
Let's see.
I
Okay.
remember that art style very well because Powdered Toast Man was from Ren and Stimpy, but I knew that Fruitcake Man wasn't from there because I watched it a little bit a few months back with a few of my friends. So yeah, the only one I could think of was Rocco's Modern Life when I saw Fruitcake Man.
Huh.
Anyway, sorry. Suki.
Okay, so let's see. In Australia, fruitcake is consumed throughout the year, most commonly at Christmas. Available at most major retail outlets.
Huh.
Let's see. The Bahamas, not only is fruitcake drenched with rum, that makes sense,
Yeah.
but the ingredients are as well. All of the candied fruits, walnuts, and raisins are placed in enclosed containers soaked with darkest variety of rum, anywhere from 2 weeks to 3 months in advance.
Oof.
Why couldn't we get
Let's
that
see.
version?
Because, well, we live in
Rum,
America, and I live
and once
in...
once it's finished baking, rum is poured onto it while it's still hot.
Dang
Well,
it.
that's a common thing with a lot of cakes actually.
Yeah.
That you'll soak it in a liquor when it's while your cake is still hot because
Yeah.
it absorbs it fat more. Bulgaria fruitcake is known as keks, homemade and is made throughout the year. Okay. Canada fruitcake is commonly eaten during the Christmas season, of course. Rarely is it eaten during time. Canadian fruitcake is similar to the UK version, however, there is rarely icing on the cake. I think the UK version maybe has icing usually on it.
Huh.
Alcohol is not commonly put into the Christmas cakes that are sold. Okay, shaped like a small loaf of bread, often covered in marzipan. Okay.
Interesting.
Chile, pan de Pascua is a fruitcake traditionally eaten. France, okay, is called cake au fruit confit. Oh yeah. Germany, you've got Stollen, which is kind of more of a bread than a fruit cake. Really, apparently India has a version. Ireland has a version. Oh, Italy with the panettone, panettone. I think I've seen that. New Zealand, Poland, Portugal. Yeah, it's sort.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I found it. I found a way I could get a fruitcake without having to make it myself. Apparently there is actually a pastry cottage that is nearby me that has a bunch of holiday goodies, and fruitcake is one of the things.
Yeah.
And they're
Let's
serious too, because they even have have handmade Grinch sugar cookies, Yule logs, and even stolen bread.
Okay, so the last 2 things I'm going to say on this, and I'll drop it.
Yeah.
In the United States, fruitcake has become a ridiculed dessert, in part due to inexpensive mass-produced cakes of questionable age.
There we go.
Some attribute the beginning of this trend to the Tonight Show host Johnny Carson. He would joke that there's really only one fruitcake in the world, passed from family to family. After Carson's death, the tradition continued with the fruitcake lady, Marie, who made appearances on the show and offered her fruitcake opinions. In fact, the fruitcake had been butt of jokes on television programs such as Father Knows Best and The Donna Reed Show years before The Tonight Show debuted. Okay. Appears to be first become a vilified confection in the early 20th century, as evidenced by Warner Brothers cartoons.
There it is. Out.
Yeah, it's also been used as a derogatory term for... Oh.
Let's leave that one
okay.
alone.
Okay, no. They only say considered weak, strange, or insane. That's all they said here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And the insane one, yes, I have. Yeah, dude, I've definitely heard that one.
True.
Oh, yeah,
You're nuts shy of a fruitcake.
Get out of my store, you fruitcake.
Yeah.
Since back then in the day it was revered to crazy people. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here's what I was talking about earlier too. Since 1995, Manitou Springs, Colorado, has hosted the Great Fruitcake Toss on the first Saturday of every January. Leslie Lewis of the Manitou Springs Chamber of Commerce said they encourage the use of recycled fruitcakes. The all-time Great Fruitcake Toss record is 1,420 feet. Set in January 2007 by a group of 8 Boeing engineers who built the Omega 380, a mock artillery piece fueled by compressed air, pumped by an exercise bike.
Okay, this is
He
great.
wants to know their location.
All right. Okay, let's we were radically off track here. So everybody, we do welcome the holidays, and of course, we are to celebrate the holidays. We're going to talk about things that happened last month. For today's show, we are going to be talking about Ponyville Cider Fest. But before we do that, of course, I am trying to finish off the last of my holiday goodies, which included a Canadian whiskey that was blended with apple. So it's like an apple whiskey. I currently have the last of it in a nice little Ponies Online flute glass. Well, not flute glass, sipping glass here. That is probably about 4 ounces of it and a lot of ice. Because I'm not stupid enough to drink it straight.
Yeah, I heard tell from a lot of people that you made good mead this year.
Apparently. But we'll get into that. That is going to be part of the Cider Fest chat. What I would like to do is open up our floor, even though we kind of already opened it up already, but open up a little bit more and talk a little bit about some wub. And of course, we'd like to do all of that with a little bit of What's Up, Brony. So I want to ask all of you, as we do every time we start up the show, what's up, Bronies?
Right after my oil change, I had to get new tires. So that's a little over $1,000 down the drain, and I have 2 shower faucets leaking, which means I have to get those fixed too.
Bummer about the tires. Shower faucets. Funny enough, I actually replaced my shower head recently, not because it was leaking, but I went into Costco, and actually I do got a story about that. That's kind of weird, but I went to Costco, and yes, I did this the day before Thanksgiving. Dumb idea, but I ran across a display that they had with a bunch of shower heads for cheap, and I figured, you know what? I'm already here. This says it's easy enough. It's like $30. I'm just going to go grab one and try it and get it done. And
no, the shower head's not the problem. It's the faucet, and guess what? You can barely find any good 2-handle faucets. They've all gone to the 1 handle.
Really? Huh.
Well, it's because the 1 handle supposedly helps prevent scalding, but that's another topic for another day.
Fair enough. Yeah, I might have to go online for those. That kind of sucks, though. I feel for you. But, yeah, the thing about the Costco, though, this is the weird thing. When I got home and I took off my shoes, literally a couple of hours later, a horrible pain started to encompass the entire left side of right side, the ball side of my left foot. And it was really, really bad. The kind where I was feeling it all throughout the night, could not sleep very well. Thursday, I could barely move. Thanksgiving Day, I was hobbling around my house without being able to move all that much. And it sucked. And it's been slowly going down, but I have no idea what happened. The best guess I have is I might have whacked my foot really, really hard and not noticed it, and it took a while for it to kick in. But that's the only thing I can think of. It was the weirdest thing. It kind of looks like a rash. It kind of feels and looked like a rash near the end. So, I don't know. It had me freaking out for a bit, I'll tell you that much. But, yeah, no, it's So wild. But other than that, I really don't have anything else. Thanksgiving was fine. I went to all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet. There's something funny about having a carvable ham and a turkey you can piece out right next to fried rice and cheese wontons. But it was there. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Today was the first day after getting back from cider that I've actually had a break. I had Thanksgiving at work, but it was only for like 3 hours, so it wasn't that bad. Beforehand, I thought ahead and went, you know what? I'm here. I have a Walmart. I'm going to get some pumpkin pie and some cheesecake. And people said thank you for bringing these items, because apparently I was the only one that did it. Other than that, it's just been working, tiresome, it's cold, and then today.
Fair enough. All right, anybody else have any other quick What's Up Brony to throw out there before we go ahead and dig right into the news? News
Well,
it is. Oh, sorry.
We might have, we don't know yet, but we might have to, due to money changes in our finances, we might have to move to a cheaper place this year.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you already have to do that recently?
Yeah,
Ugh.
it's not set in stone. We're gonna see the numbers, and if not this year, then next year.
Oh, I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. That really does suck.
I meant the coming year, and then
Yeah.
then the next year. You know what I mean, 2026 or 2027.
Right. I mean, if you had to do it this year, God, I wouldn't. That would be terrible. But yeah, it would be very short-sighted.
Yeah.
But that still sucks either way. I really I hope good things for you on that one. That's rough.
Me too, but we're still in talks of how we're gonna do this if we're not moving next year.
Well, let's go ahead and go on to some brighter news here. Let's do a little bit of What's Up Brony going on. And of course, we already did that. We're going to talk about pony stuff. Starting off, of course, we're going to talk about the next convention that's coming up, which is the Heartswarming Club. This, of course, is the pony convention that is happening in Ithaca in just a few days, which is really exciting, but it's also kind of sucks because there's no way I'm going to be I'd be able to attend. But I would love to go to a pony or any kind of convention that's during the holiday months. There's just something fun about something like that. I think that'd be really cool. But unfortunately, all I can do is just talk about it, so we are going to talk about it. Heartswarming Club, of course, is a pony convention. It's a smaller one, but it looks like it'll be a lot of fun over in Ithaca, New York. And I already talked to some people that are apparently going to be vending over there. So they were at Ciderfest, and they have to literally get quickly set up and then make tracks over to Ithaca for this. So I give them all the luck there. They're going to need a lot. It's going to take a little bit of work to do that, but hoping the best. But it looks like a lot of fun. So I wanted to give that a shout out. Along with that, of course, in a couple of weeks from now, there is a awesome little convention that anybody can go to. That is, of course, the Rave of the House of Bells.
It is the 13th and the 14th.
Yep.
If I'm reading this right.
It is absolutely the 13th and the 14th. This is the online music, basically a music rave party that anybody online can enjoy throughout the entire afternoon and evening of both the 13th and the 14th. There, you got all of the different music acts there. You can see all of the different people that are going to be performing. And along with that, I believe that recently they announced that the not the itch.io. What was it? Tiltify. Their Tiltify campaign has just opened up for the month for the charity event for the convention.
Project Purple, which I believe is a cancer research thing.
Okay, I swear this thing is. Okay, yeah, this thing is messing with me at this point. All right. So I was trying to get it up in a separate thing here, and it's just like, no. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, they do have the Winter Rave, for Project Purple. So yeah, if you already want to donate now, you have more than the ability to do so. Of course, I believe that a lot of donations are going to be happening during the concert itself. But feel free to promote it or let people know or donate yourself if you want. The donations have started, and I believe they will be going all throughout the month.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's an awesome little thing going on there. And after that, unfortunately, the PonyCon countdown is not updating all that much anymore. I don't know if they're having issues, if they just decided to drop it. There's questions, unfortunately. But it does mean that we are going to have to start doing a little bit of legwork. I'm terrified. I'm actually going to have to put work in.
At the very least, we know that the Brony convention up in Canada, which I forget the name of at the moment,
Which is why I was doing the work, as I said. Vancouver! The Vancouver Pony Expo with Ponybius. That's right, the mythical arcade game that came and went and apparently abducted minds and bodies or all sorts of weird stuff. But it's going to be happening right at the beginning of January 9th to the 11th over at the Executive Hotel at Vancouver Airport. So, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a great, fun time. They are starting to get prepped up. I'm excited to see what happens with that. And, of course, the next month after that is going to be HarmonyCon over at Hyatt Regency in Dallas on the 13th to the 15th. I do have plans on going. I haven't bought my plane tickets because I'm an idiot, but I should be hopefully rectifying that as soon as I get my house payment in this week. Because I want to make sure I still have a roof over my head before I start getting plane tickets for HarmonyCon. Because it's important. But yes, HarmonyCon, I do have plans on going, and it looks like it's going to be a fun-filled time of cyber tech.
Yep. Now I have to think and go, okay, do I make more cosplay stuff for other friends, or do I just stick with what I got?
Honestly, I'm going hands-off on this one. I'm not even sure if I'm going to bring silly stickers or anything. I'm just going to enjoy the crap out of myself here.
Yeah, a relaxation after all the craziness you do for Cider is probably a good thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not even going to be bringing mead, unfortunately. Which I'm pretty sure much to the chagrin, but... Anyway,
Oh, good.
Well, I'll get it figured out over time. I mean, I might change my mind because it's still a couple of months away. Anyway, just getting that thrown out there. And that is it for the convention scene. Let's go ahead and talk about news, because we got 2 weeks worth of news. Now, who wants a reason to spend money? Well, too bad, I'm going to give it to you anyway. So, this is much to my chagrin, because I already bought all of this stuff. So
The Humble Bundle?
Yes, the Humble Bundle. So, apparently there was a recent team up between Humble Bundle and Renegade Game Studio, and they have put up the My Little Pony deck builder card game for sale over Humble Bundle. Physical copies, I might add. These are physical copies.
Oh, damn.
So you can get the core game set, 3 expansions, and 2 meeple packs. And it's $30. You only have to spend $30 to get all of it.
Or you can pay more to get more and more stuff that comes with it.
No, you don't get anything extra.
Okay.
$30 is literally the as much as you need. No more, no less.
Okay, because they kind of did that with some of the manga I bought from Humble Bundle a few weeks before this.
Oh yeah, no, they did do that with some of the bundle. They did do that with some bundles, but they usually tell you what the maximum amount you need to donate is to get everything. And this one,
Yeah.
it's just $30, and you get all 6 of these. Each of these things alone is almost $30. This pissed me off because it would have been so much cheaper than me getting them on release.
That was years ago at this point.
It was a year or 2 ago, so yeah.
If only I had a Brony friends I could play these with, I would actually consider getting them.
Well,
Oh,
I mean, Brony
the
friends
deck
in
builders.
really
Yeah,
around
mainly
my area, yeah.
suggest.
no. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean, you could always find friends in the future. I'm not gonna, I'm
I
not gonna.
could, but
But yeah, they these have been out for quite a while. I'm trying to find the website here. Please bear with.
I'm just being realistic. I don't know how many Bronies are actually living in my city.
Oh no, I get that. But yeah, if you bring up the main site here, you can already see like the initial game, $45. The core set is $45. The entire core set is more expensive, but just by itself from Renegade Game Studios, than getting it here at the Humble Bundle. And each of the expansions are easily the same price. $30 for that. $30 for that. It is honestly very amazing. And so if I don't know if you don't have friends, but you may end up having friends at some point, or maybe you just want to have it for your own collection purposes. There could be millions of reasons why you want this. I highly recommend going after it. I mean, why not? Especially $30 and a little bit of shipping, and you have all of that pony stuff that could come to, especially if you go to conventions later or something like that. You never know. It's an awesome deal. It's a really awesome deal. I had to get the shout out. As much as I'm annoyed by it, I think this is awesome. Especially since it's physical cards, actual physical products. It's not just a digital tabletop thing. Anyway, wanted to shout that out. Let's go ahead and move on to other news. So, who wants to see another fanzine?
I mean, let's go for it.
Well, the Shimmer Zine has been released. This is a fanzine based all around Sunset Shimmer. So you have two different ways of viewing it. You can view it from the website itself, or you can actually download it. I have a copy downloaded because I'm paranoid. But yeah, this is an awesome little fanzine. It's got art from people that love Sunset Shimmer, a few stories, just all sorts of wonderful, amazing little pieces of work, all to celebrate Sunset Shimmer. And all for free. You can literally just pull this up and enjoy it right now. That is really freaking awesome. I absolutely love stuff like this. It looks like it gets a little violent though, so yeah, be prepared for that.
It's a fanzine about a character who has gone through trauma.
Yeah.
I can imagine violence would be a part of it, either her or others.
Yeah.
Yeah, her unintended victims.
But yeah, I recommend checking it out. I'd say absolutely check it out, especially if you're a Sunset Shimmer fan. It's really awesome, and you can even see some of the great artists, writers, and everybody else that helped create this. It's really, really sweet. It's awesome to see an awesome project like this. I absolutely love it.
Indeed.
All right.
It shows that the fandom is still alive and well.
Yep. Next, speaking of alive and
Oh no! What have you done?
I didn't do anything. Apparently, I was let's just say I'm really glad I downloaded this. So, I was going to announce a new Tamers animation of a huge fight breaks out at the Chuck E. Cheese. It apparently got removed.
Oh my goodness.
The funny thing is, I actually did download this yesterday, so it was a recent removal. Apparently, I got lucky.
I wonder if he's gonna get it back on.
No, if it got removed like that, I don't know if it can get back, or if it's worth getting it back. Sometimes it's YouTube; they're strange.
Well, here's the thing. It'll probably be uploaded on another thing.
Oh,
but
it probably has already been uploaded.
On the archive, probably as well.
Well, I'm sure Pony Archive probably already is on top of it. Yep. We already got a re-upload from Walking on Sunshine. So yeah, if you really want to check it, you can still check it out on YouTube. You just have to search the name for it. Okay, I'm so sorry. We're just gonna be all over the place today, aren't we? So I was able to pull it up, but I also pulled up so many videos of people fighting in the Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, this is
Oh
Oh my god.
no!
oh,
That
this is
face
so-
tattoo is not
No!
good.
Oh
No!
my! Oh my! Oh my!
The hell?
Oh god!
What is wrong with you people?
I love the internet.
Why is the animated show so much, not as bad as actual fighting?
Because people suck. Anyway,
You really want to see people suck?
anyway,
check out
let's get back on track of this. But as you know, it's Tamers. It's exactly what you expect from Tamer. It's exactly what you expect from Tamers. You know the humor. You know what's going to be happening. You know all this stuff. It's been re-uploaded on a couple of different archive sites already. So if you search it up, you are going to be able to find it. So do be sure to check it out at least. Have a little fun. Especially if you like this stuff. If you don't, obviously don't. If you do, all the power to you. Okay, there.
Why is Sparky like that? I know it's Tamus, but why?
That's why I walked away. There are some times you just gotta walk away.
There's some stuff that we do not need to mess with.
Next, let's talk about Caillou, who has released more box sets in English here. Of course, we have the Friendship Eternal Cards Rainbow Edition English series that has been released. These are in English. I'm going to say that right now. I want all of this. Just get. It feels like it's a little too
Give me
early.
that rarity.
Want that rarity? No. But yeah, these are English releases that are coming up from Crossing. I believe they're the same people that did the other release. And along with
These
that,
cards are gorgeous.
we also got the Fun Moments releases. Not as many things to see with this one. Though there's something funny about seeing the G4 characters seeing early My Little Pony art on a cave wall.
Nikki doesn't look surprised at all.
But yeah, honestly, this isn't so bad. These are for 12 packs, and actually, if I'm reading this right, apparently these are for 12 packs.
Okay.
Which 12 packs for $24. That is actually not so bad at all. And $40 for 12 packs for 20 packs of this one. Dang it! I actually might throw some money at this. This actually, okay, I got my interest. This got my interest all of a sudden.
Wow.
Anyway.
I wonder if I could bounce on this year, but then again, I'm saving up for something else. Damn it!
Welcome to my world. Trust me, I feel it. Anyway, that is something for your merchandise pleasure. Now, funny, we are going to mention this, but we're probably not going to talk too much about it because that is the topic for later. Apparently, there was a news station that actually covered Ponyville Cider Fest. Actually, 2 news stations, if I recall.
And apparently, Circuit's in one of these.
I kind of am in one of them. You don't see my face, but once I did something I had with me is very visible, and they took a picture of it.
Chuckle.
But yeah, they actually did have a news organization running around checking it out. And yeah, these were the ciders that we got to test at the cider tasting too, which was really, really cool. But it's kind of fun actually having somebody showing up and being really positive about the whole thing. Just like, these are the dregs of society that is causing us to collapse. It's like, no, these are just, these are people that are passionate. They're having fun with this. It's like, You know what? I love that. I respect that.
That suit was a common thing around.
Yeah. Anyway, do check it. I do recommend checking it out. It's fun. It's a fun little news article. They actually have a full version of this. I don't know why they grabbed the TikTok version here, but they have a full news one too. Anyway, we're gonna go. It's in the link. It's in the news. Speaking of, yeah. Oh, I thought we had another one. Hold on.
Hold on.
We did have another one. For some reason, it's got mixed up. Yeah. But speaking of interesting viewpoint of bronies, apparently Jimmy Kimmel Live apparently referenced bronies this time too. Granted, yeah, it's Jimmy Kimmel, so it not exactly the most flattering of lights. Let's face it.
As to be expected.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, it basically just did the caricature showing off there. In any case, yeah, apparently bronies are entering the social consciousness again. Go figure, right?
You know, in all honesty, that's not a bad con outfit.
What the hell? Of course, I'll be. Anyway, moving on. So, yeah. Also, really quick, a China food group called Senior Foods has released Pony and Food. Okay, I have no idea. Fine. All right. So, in order to actually to properly inform on this, because I'm being lazy, but I don't want to be that lazy, because I love you guys. Let's see what Translate tells me. Okay.
Is it not translating for you, Circuit?
No, not exactly. The Fluttershy one, it translated it to Ground Zero.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's just like, it is a translate. Yeah, it's still calling it Ground Zero. Versatile Crystal Mini Tangwan. Xiaoxi is also happy. Mini gelatinous rice balls. What? Okay, this looks more like it. Marbury fruit and vegetable steamed buns with the strawberry flavor. My Little Pony fruit and vegetable steamed buns with banana flavor. Okay, the Fluttershy one actually sounds reasonable. Why do they call it Ground Zero? Is that what this is?
Probably a translation error.
Explosive wave. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting. I mean, it's a translation app. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be getting out of. Fluttershy Ground Zero, everybody, run! But yeah,
he is the start of everything.
But again, it looks like a lot of little snacky foods, which is awesome looking. And we'll never see him here. But they also got little collectibles, tote bags, stickers, tickets, badges, bookmarks, all that. Anyway, here's the next little thing. Pony's Anthology 8 has released. They said it couldn't be done, but it has been done. Anthologies 8 is real. And this is all we're going to talk about it.
I actually watched it last week. A lot of shit happened in between the making of this. I'm amazed it actually got released as soon as it did.
Well, I mean, I imagine there were some issues, but considering they put themselves on a time limit, they probably were able to push through. Still, I can't imagine the crap they did go through to make it happen, but I'm so glad they did. And we are going to see and comment on this, but that won't be until next week. So this is your official warning. We will be talking about Anthology 8, and we will be talking over it as it's happening next week. So you have 1 week to enjoy it for yourself without us being ourselves over it.
Okay, and just for perspective.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anthology 7, not counting all the other ones that they did just as, poking fun at it, was 2019.
I think the best thing is the last full numbered anthology instead of just a decimal point. But yeah, fair point. Still,
just as a thing, they did not want to do 8, but I also got a button from one of the people that had like the Kingdom Hearts thing for Anthology 8.
Yeah, no, they had a really awesome Kingdom Hearts motif, which I'll get to that later, of course. Let's get last thing here.
And they included a cool Persona motif, which I won't spoil when it'll appear.
Yeah. And and here's one that kind of came out of nowhere, and I thought this was really cool, but it's too long to put into our video section. An animatic fanfic has been released. I don't know if this is the full animatic or if they are. I mean, it might be the full animatic because it's 50 minutes long.
Damn.
This is a 50-minute thing, and it is not in English, so you do have to put it into subtitles if you want to understand it. But yeah, it's a full-on fanfic story in animatic form. A lot of it is kind of sketchy-ish. Probably had some ideas of how they wanted it to go. But it is still really awesome to see this amount of work and how amazing it is. And well worth a check out.
Also, it's a good thing for us in the English-speaking world to see that this fandom is not just what we perceive it to be.
We've been talking about nothing but Chinese cards and food for the last year and a half. I think we broke that barrier long ago.
You would think, but there are still some idiots.
We're going to move on here. I'm not getting into this topic. I'm tired of this conversation. All right, and
for the last... I don't continue it further.
Yeah. I am altering the conversation. Pray I don't alter it further. But
you say that as Watchdog parody comes up.
That doesn't even... We're moving on. To wrap it all up, though, we are still in the month of giving. Well, the season of giving. So I want to shout out some more vendors that are out there with awesome pony stuff to pick up and enjoy, or for either yourself or to give us gifts. And this time I'm doing a bit of a shout out to the familiar ones that we tend to talk about, but we're also at Ciderfest this year, so I figured it is a good time to yell them out. Of course, we're going to start off with Ticket Cutie, who does a lot of they do a lot of amazing different pieces of art, but they have pony as well. But they also do anime, and I mean they do a lot of other things. Not just they got their own collection of stuff and Sonic stuff apparently, but they also have pony. So we're just gonna talk about the pony stuff. But they have some awesome keychains. These are actually really awesome keychains. They have fingerboards. I've seen them for a while, but they're still really cool. Plenty of fun shirts, pins, face masks. They still got some cool face masks going on. Warning labels. The warning labels are hilarious. I mean, it basically feels like me. I mean, freaking Twilight Sparkle is like my life right there. Just anxiety. That's the only warning you need from me. Anxiety. And I just realized one very important thing in all of this, and I do apologize to people. I didn't have this in our official news setup, so we can see our chatters. So I'm going to get that fixed immediately. Because I love our chatters. Alright. Oh, I see. That's what it did. Okay. What? Stop. Alright, give me a quick second here. Sorry. Just gotta fix something here real fast. Hello, chatters. Sorry. I am so sorry. I completely missed that out. But yeah, anxiety. So yeah, awesome merch that is over at Ticket Cutie. I highly recommend checking them out. they've been doing a lot of pony merch since I think even Brony, since even early before BronyCon, but they still have some really great stuff that still pops up here and there, and they still make new stuff even now. Not all of it is here though. They had some really awesome tumblers, pin banners, and things like that over at their booth. They just don't have them here. Sonic, I actually did see everything that you were posting in the chat, so you don't have to worry about that. Unfortunately, nobody else was seeing everything you were seeing in the chat, which I do apologize.
I was switching between Twitch and Discord because there was no Discord feed.
You know, you gotta tell me these things. I'm trying my absolute best, but I don't. I'm trying to.
Sometimes I don't know when to bring that up. This is one of those nights.
I think I'm gonna just need to get a checklist of things at this point. I really do need to do it. Okay. Anyway, pins. Awesome pins. And stickers and badges and all that stuff. It's all here.
Lanyards and just good stuff. Buy Tech Cutie stuff. They make good stuff.
All right. The person that we want to shout out, of course, is Sky Railroad.
Sky is also awesome.
Sky, yeah, he's almost at every single convention, a pony convention I ever go to, and even some other conventions that aren't pony, but he's at a lot of them. And of course, he does have a lot of different merchandise, not just conventions. He has been branching into cartoons and, of course, the furry scene. But he still has an awesome little pony setup there. A lot of awesome face masks. Got shirts, really awesome shirts. I really love these shirts. I mean, that's how I got the Stary Bell shirt. This is such an awesome shirt. Got the cocktail car collection, dockies, charms, printed ID cards. You can even get it custom made. Wall scrolls, spices.
Oh, Prance core deck.
Yeah, he's the guy that does the Prance stuff. He's got so much Prance on him. But yeah, the homemade spices and seasonings, this stuff is amazing. I can't tell you how many times I've used the spices in some of my cooking, and they've really taken it up a notch. Really, really, really awesome stuff. Oh wow, he does custom cars now too. Oh, and the toilet paper cozy. You can't forget the toilet paper cozy.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's got a great mix of really awesome merch and silly merch, and I love all of it. But yeah, I highly recommend checking them out. I can always recommend checking them out. Really awesome stuff. And I will put the vendors in the show notes as soon as we're done talking about them. I do apologize. I literally pulled them up as I was trying to quickly get the show notes done last night. And of course, if you see Sky Railroad, you tend to see My Little Ties with him. And of course, he has his own store here as well. And it has really kind of fashionable stuff. Bifold wallets that look really cool. Ties, really awesome ties. Bottle openers. I actually have one of these on my keychain even now because you never know when you need one.
Indeed.
You get pins, magnets, shot glasses, pins, luggage tags. He is everywhere. He has so much different random stuff. You'd be hard pressed to come in here and not find something you wouldn't be interested in. Really hard pressed. I could absolutely recommend checking out his stuff anytime. Ooh, he's even got wax seal stamps.
Are those customizable?
I don't know if they're customizable, but they might be. He's got so many of them that I figure that you might be able to negotiate something with him for it. But yeah, the ties, bow ties, regular ties, pins, just a lot of really awesome stuff. A lot of it really dapper too. 100% can always recommend it. It's really awesome stuff. Always willing to shout it out. Always love checking out his booth every time I go to a convention because it seems like he always has something different every single time I go. Doesn't matter how long it's been. And finally, one that admitted I love their stuff, but I never knew that they had a website until recently, though I really hope they did. Afro Thunder. Who is known for big pony badges? Buttons. Big pony
Oh
buttons.
dear God, those are huge.
These are big. They are the size of your hand. And they get...
DMC is gonna love this.
You know, I'm half tempted to
Yeah.
get the crazy conductor for Cole.
If he doesn't have one already, yeah. But they have some awesome buttons, and it's not large. A part of them is somebody is best pony, Nightmare Rarity is best pony, Little Pip is best pony, Bulk Biceps is best pony, Flash Sentry is best pony. Anyone you could think of. And of course, the funny thing is Gummy is best existentialist. Yeah, so they did change them up if they aren't exactly pony. But they have awesome buttons with best pony. They have some great little lenticular prints. They got Dakimakura buttons. I thought these were really cool. I mean, you can't have a pillow. You can just have a pin to put on instead. And they also have prints. Oh wow! Actually, I didn't see the bag initially. Oh no, it's a turbo bag of chunk.
Nice.
Oh, the bag contains every single button they have ever made. 150 different buttons. If you just want to
Wow.
go all
Hold on,
out.
375 divided by 150.
And the bag. Don't forget the bag.
Okay, so factor in the bag. Okay, god dang, that's a lot of money, but damn it, you would have a weapon.
Anyway. What? Anyway, you get some also some really fun prints. You get some mugshot badges.
You know, the funniest thing is Twilight writing an F-bomb.
Actually, the thing is, you can get a really small one. I actually have the small version on my wall here, but you can also get an 11 by 14 inch one if you really want to go nuts. And they also have a rarity one too.
Oh,
Nice.
Equestria with love.
And I think they actually introduced a Fluttershy one recently that might pop up here.
I look the Animaniacs with Discord and
Yeah. They have some really amazing art. I absolutely love the buttons. They're
that
also
Bugs Bunny joke.
they're an awesome person too. And the best part is they even have the variants of the characters. You have 3 different versions of Twilight Sparkle. You have the princess, the winged, and the non-winged. You have 2 different versions of Spike. If there has been an alteration in a character at some point, they're going to have alterations in the button. They are going to have different buttons for each of them. I think the only thing they don't have is G5 character. Wait, no, I think they have G5. Yeah, I think they do. Let me think. It would be Series 2. It would be. Let's go Series 6. Let's see. On Blaze. Paper Trail. No. Okay, let's try 7 then.
G5.
Oh no. Okay. What about 5? Okay. All right. I know they have G5 in here because I literally have one of Izzy. I have one of Izzy that's on my badge wall. My button wall. So they do have G5 in here. I just don't know where they are. But yes, so I absolutely recommend checking out their stuff too. A lot of great products, a lot of great merch. All of these are great vendors, have some great stuff. I wholeheartedly recommend them. They will be in the show notes, I promise you. But before we get into that, let's go ahead and get into the next segment because we've been taking quite a long time and we need to get into the next part. That is our content creation with our challenge of the week. And this was a 2-week ago challenge, but every week we prompt you out there to give us a random prompt, a random inspiration prompt. And from there we create many things. We can create art, we can create music, we can write a story, we could do an animation, we can maybe make a cupcake based off of the story for some reason. We have many different ways of doing it. But we take those prompts and we create based on your suggestion. And our challenge for 2 weeks ago was Persona. However you interpreted that is up to you. But we also had a protest initiative challenge.
Yes, the protest initiative. Do I know it this week? I actually don't know if I do.
I
No,
don't-
yes, I do. Wait, no, I don't. That's right, because it's a carryover. Because last week I was streaming.
Yep. And the week before that, I don't know if you were available because I don't think this was one you would have prompted normally.
I don't.
I didn't
know.
prompt this one.
Really?
What was it?
I'm pretty sure Cole prompted this one.
What was it?
Was it Desert Bus or?
Mm.
Hang on. Wait. Hang on.
Oh,
Looking.
Yeah, this was the 17th. It is in the announcements.
Announcements. 17th. Here we go. The protest initiative challenge this week was at everyone, not an equestrian jackbox is live now with 2 exclamation points.
Well, that sounds like an exciting challenge prompt. Maybe a little long-winded, though.
Oh, it was just Desert Bus. It was actually. Huh.
Which is why I wasn't sure if it was you that gave that prompt or CMC, because I know CMC was
Maybe-
talking about it, but...
I would have come up with something silly.
Maybe it was because Desert Bus is a video game that exists.
Oh, well, there's that too. So anyway, I didn't have I keep saying this, but I basically drew this at work when I had about a couple hours to spare, and I'm trying to get more confident in my strokes. So my challenge on this one was to not keep control zing or basically undoing every time I draw a line. It was really hard. Oh my god. I kept drawing a line like, no, that's not right. No, stop. I kept having to fight myself on it. It sucks. But I persevered. Then I did a quick slapdash of coloring. And then I made this.
Hot damn.
Circuit main with the bus persona. The desert bus persona.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Possessed.
Perfection.
I would have written something for this, but I was way busier and things did not work out well in the past 2 weeks with everything that's been going on my end.
I get that. But yeah, no, this one I had a hard time coming up with something, and I got the sketch out really, really fast. And then I tried to line it, and I realized, oh god, the bus was so misshapen. But at the same time, it's supposed to be a persona, and those things never
They are
look
never
right.
correct with what they are. They are very much stylized.
Yeah. So I just ran with it. It still doesn't look too bad altogether at the end, but there's still some parts I'm just like, oh god.
Got it. The bus is a banana shape.
Well, it was just kind of like
It
kind
stands
of,
on its hind wheels and curves.
You know what? We'll go with that. Sure, why not? But we also had Tokoi that brought up his own prompt.
I had the victory screen and just the bus driving away from it.
It looks.
Nice.
I kind of see where you're going with it, but it kind of looks like you're just having a heart attack in the background while you're driving the bus.
Yeah, that digital is squiggle in the back. Maybe you should have made it smaller so it would have been more noticeable, or maybe even have it in the other window instead.
No, I think it's just because it's a red line. If I recall, the victory, if I recall, the victory screen was a red background with black
Black bus, yeah, the Mona.
No,
car.
it was black grounding and a white line
Black grounding.
separating.
Nope,
things.
it was
Oh,
red.
yeah.
Was it?
Yep, it was red.
Yeah, give me a quick second.
It was red with black shadowy shades.
Thank you, Internet. It's because of you. I don't have to remember squat. Kinda.
Personified victory screen.
Kinda. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. It's a black background with a red line. The only thing the thing I can think of is that the line tends to be a lot more jagged and varied in shape. I think maybe that's why it's not quite grabbing.
Yeah.
This
Other than the
just
fact
looks
that I
like
did
the
this in
square
less than
root
30
symbol.
minutes.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
kind of looks like it. Yeah. I mean, the bus on the Toa is itself pretty cool. It's just that the line is just kind of a weird thing.
Yeah, what is the square root of a bus?
What do you mean, an African or European bus? Okay, sorry. Anyway, it's still pretty cool. It's still a pretty cool idea altogether. Just needed a little more, unfortunately. But I get that. Because I felt like I could have done a little bit more with this one too. Yeah. But the funny thing is that this wasn't the creative juices that hit me and I could have ran with and done more. No. Funny enough, there was a artist training ground alumni prompt about a pony mastering a skill, and apparently that actually came up with one of my better ideas with some of my better line arting I've done.
Unfortunately, because of how some of the lines are, it looks like the back leg went up and the front leg went down.
How? Wait, no.
Again,
the back leg is up
I'm
and the front
seeing
leg is down. It is the back leg is up and the front leg is down.
I like it. It's good.
I mean,
Also, Toa, I was mute when I said so, but your
Oh.
bus was good. I like your bus.
Thank you.
It was
it-
bussin'.
ah.
Yeah, no, I understand the thing. It's just my brain swapping legs in my head.
Fair enough. But yeah, no, it's supposed to be that whole Karate Kid box kick thing a little bit going on there.
Yeah, I see it.
The mantis kick that goes straight up.
Yeah. It was kind of based off of that. It's not exactly that scene, but that, just the whole idea of holding the, standing on one leg, holding the kick up like that. I'm just figuring Apple Bloom becoming a karate master would have been an interesting turn of events after the one scene of her trying to do a flying jump kick that failed, and using karate kicks to do a song and dance at a concert. Just I don't know, just something funny about that idea that I ran with it. And also, Rainstorm got this awesome little piece of artwork, I believe, with their Fursona version.
So
Crane's-
cute.
Adorable.
And also, Chaos Sakai posted this little thing out here. But he looks like he took some pixel images of Mario and a mushroom and cobbled it together with Lego. So this was 100% pure creation, which is awesome. That really shows a lot of work and dedication to get that pulled together. Really awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
played with Legos as a kid. It takes a long time to build something.
Yeah, especially when you have to craft it yourself and not follow just an instruction booklet the whole way through.
Now, granted, since it is pixel art, it is a little bit easier to deal with because you only have to worry about one side.
Well, I mean, you're not pulling a 3D image, but at the same time, it still takes work, and you have to make sure the blocks are...
No, I'm not going to deny that. It's one of those things. It's easier if you have the sprite sheet and just know, okay, that's how many I need to order from Lego.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get on to our picker wheel, because we took way too long talking about news and other stuff. And, of course, this is for our challenge of the week. And once again, this is a weekly prompt that we issue out to challenge everybody for whatever artistic creations that they want to throw out there, whether music, art, interpretive dance, painting, however you want to express your creativity. You don't have to make it perfect. You don't have to make it good. Hell, you can only spend 15 minutes on it if you really want to. The whole idea is to just try something different, exercise your creative talent, and maybe even get yourself out of your comfort zone a little bit. Because the one thing that can hurt artistic expression more than anything is stagnation. Always be willing to try something different, including cold dust
Circuit,
to surprise
how dare
me.
you? Wait, what do you... What?
Hey, cold dust, do you know how to make a fruitcake?
You know, I don't know. I do not. I've watched videos where people have. I don't actually... I've never made one myself, so I can't say this with confidence that I have. I do know that they were very popular, like, I think about somewhere around 100 years ago or so. Particularly just when you were finally able to send packages reliably in the mail, because fruitcakes were a cake that didn't spoil very easily. So it was a cake that was perfectly edible once it got to its destination. So that's part of the reason why why it had a rise in popularity. But what years exactly? I'm pretty foggy on. So
Yeah, at the start of the show, we accidentally got onto this big tangent about fruitcakes out of nowhere because I talked about Fruitcake Man.
I would like to try and make one at some point.
Yeah,
I bet it'd be good.
I thought the same thing too, but I would actually like to try a good one too. And I found out there's actually a bakery cottage nearby me that actually does holiday treats, and fruitcake does happen to be one of them. So I might actually try that this weekend.
Nice. I was tempted to try one of like the classic doorstop variety that you can get at the store one year, but I never actually did.
I
But
kind of
like,
wanted to try that too, but at the same
proper
time,
one?
yeah, I wanted to try that too, but that feels more like a morbid curiosity thing more than actually wanting to know what the hype of the fruitcake is all about.
It's like me and canned bread.
Yeah.
Canned bread is, by the way, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I would try it for giggles, but I wouldn't use it if you get my drift.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we got all the prompts that we're going to get here. So we're going to shuffle them all up and spin the wheel. By the way, I love you all. Thank you so much for entering your prompts and... No! Dang it! Why is the free show coming back to haunt us? Fine. We're doing One Piece.
Now, do you want the rap or an actual anime opening?
That's up to you. The challenge is One Piece. How you want to interpret it is completely up to you. You could draw Luffy as a pony if you really wanted, though. I'm pretty sure people have already done that. Oh my god, I got no words for this. But we got One Piece, but we also have a Princess Initiative challenge.
The Protest Initiative challenge this week is rapping. Now, by rapping, do I mean like wrapping something up in wrapping paper, or do I mean tossing down those sick beats and busting some funky rhymes? I don't know. It's up to you. Do what you want. Do what feels right.
Because a
do what is
free.
in your heart.
Oh.
You could also just do like any other kind of like rap. Like you don't have to rap presents, but you can. You like
or rap.
I'm trying to figure out how to properly note this down so that when people look at this through the week, to realize what the challenge was, to realize that it could mean both.
You could do what I did.
Or
rapping.
I put a parentheses around the W so it looks like it could be omitted if you wanted it to.
Parentheses. Yeah, I guess the parentheses is a better option there.
Or wrapping up a office party, or wrapping up wrapping up the old year and welcoming the new, or wrapping up this conversation.
Yeah, which is exactly what we're going to do at this point. So, One Piece and rapping, because apparently the gods are hilarious, and so is Coldust.
Heck,